Hello everyone, welcome back to more Let's Play Pikmin 3 Mission Mode. My name is Will. You know me on the internet as the Heard Before Waffle. Last episode, we did the Silver Lake remix. I still somehow managed to beat it first try, and I got a new record, even though this was a super hard stage. Kind of proud of that. Today we're going to be doing the Thirsty Desert remix, which is a very interesting stage, as the only Pikmin you have to start off with, other than Candy Pop Buzz, are purples. And once again, surprise here, this is a hard stage. Let's see what happens. Hi, this is post-commentary Will, that is probably commentating about 3 weeks after the actual video was recorded. Yeah, sorry, it's been a couple weeks since I actually uploaded Silver Lake Remix, and I was trying to get an actual Let's Play up and running, and because of that, I completely forgot about these, and then I realized I have 28 subs now, and that's like 3 more than what I had when I uploaded the last video. So I was like, I better actually make some videos for these content creators. Also, this is one of my least favorite of the remix stages. The idea is that there are purple Pikmin everywhere, and you have to use them to get the big fruits, like the peaches and the limes and all that stuff. This is probably the hardest and my least favorite of the remix stages. I'm basically just having them go in every single area to get all the big stuff. As you can see, I'm prioritizing the bigger stuff, and I'm gonna save the nugget piles and candy pop buds for later when I actually have gotten everything big that is important. There are a ton of purple Pikmin here. Obviously, purple Pikmin that's the gimmick here. Some people actually think this stage is easier than the original Thirsty Desert. I very much disagree. I've always had trouble with this stage, and I actually don't get that great of a score, although I do love all the production lines that happen, like this one. But I think I do actually get a new record in this stage, so that's kind of funny. I do terribly, but I still somehow get a record. And I just blew your minds, because I managed to cross the river without losing Pikmin, and there was no bridge. Even though it probably didn't take a genius to figure out that trick, but still. Back over here with Alf, and I kind of fail right here when trying to pick up that strawberry with the purple. I accidentally make them get the pellets, but it's okay. I have my 5 whites that I just grabbed to get the pellets, and I send Alf with the purple back over here with this broken watermelon. Brittany has a ton of purples, and I basically just put 1 on each of those fruits. I somehow missed that candy pop bud. That's a little awkward. Come back over to Elf. He actually is back at the Sprouts, which is fantastic. I don't know why he wouldn't be, and I basically use all of these purple Pikmin that we just plucked to get the giant watermelon of doom. I, for some reason, don't put a purple Pikmin onto that little, tiny piece of watermelon, but it's okay, because I'm going to go back and get it anyway, because time saving. And then I think I send Alf back to base, right? Yes, good Alf. Now we have a couple wing Pikmin, because if you want, you can get other Pikmin. I actually didn't mention this. You can get other Pikmin in this stage using the candy pop buds, but you aren't going to want to do that until later. I don't put the purples onto those fruits for some reason, even though it's the perfect amount. But whatever, I apparently wasn't thinking entirely. And I also think it worked out in the end, but it's cool. Alf just kind of stands around. I don't think I send him anywhere because there isn't really any place he can go. Although, I did send him somewhere. So, you know what? Don't listen to me anymore. Actually do listen to me, because that's kind of the point of a commentating video. I put all those wing Pikmin onto the grapes, so they can eventually get that back there. We have quite a few, so it shouldn't take them that many trips. And, Alf has 4 purples that I am just kind of, what am I even doing? The purples are very slow as leaf Pikmin. I guess you kind of expect that. Fail at getting the nectar fly, or whatever that's called. I think I just sent Alpha over to get the rest of those fruits, although I really can't remember, because I rewatched through this video once, just so I would remember exactly what I did, and I wouldn't be like, oh, look what I did! And, so yeah, I do get those fruits, and I send him over there to get that final fruit that is in the area that used to be covered by water in the regular tropical forest, but is no longer covered by water anymore, because this is the Tropical Forest Remix. which is wonderful. Alpha's taking a little bit of time because of his really slow purple Pikmin. Jeez. But I do put him on that, and everybody is going back and doing stuff. Brittany has a very large abundance of purples, and I have to stop like every 5 seconds just so they can catch up. And I throw 5 into this white candy pop bud because we've basically gotten all the big fruits and nugget piles and anything that only the wings can get, like this peach or whites, I guess, are the biggest priority. Although I don't neglect the purples because they're still important. I throw a few down there because they can become very useful in the future. And I failed throwing those 2, but it's alright because I succeed eventually because I know how to play video games. Did you guys even know that I am able to play a video game? It's not like that's what I made my entire channel about. I sent over those 4 purple Pikmin so I could have Alf throw them into this place. Throw them into the pink candy pop bud so I can get 2 extra wings so I can finally grab that peach because we only had 8 before and we need 10. And yeah. It all works out. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. That's actually debatable. Like I said, this is the hardest stage of the remixes. Maybe. Kind of. It's the most annoying. I think it took me the most tries. I believe that the Twilight Hollow remix was a little bit harder for me the first time I played it. But I do that in only like 2 tries. Anyway, I'm spoiling future videos. Brittany is over here, and there's one thing that you may have noticed that I missed for some reason. There's actually a very good reason I missed this, and we'll notice it in just a second. I get these white Pikmin here because I actually want a couple more because they're fast, and we only have nugget piles remaining. Why am I explaining myself? This is very obvious stuff that you should understand. I mean, maybe I haven't played Pikmin, I don't know. But, have 2 extra whites, and there are 2 extra nuggets there, and for some reason I think I grabbed those 2 Pikmin, but I didn't, so then I have my final realization that those 50 nuggets are not done, they're not even started, so I send Brittany over there with a ton of Pikmin because 50 is kind of a lot of nuggets, and even though they're right next to base, I was a little bit worried because 50 is just kind of an intimidating number when it comes to the nuggets. Regardless, for some reason I don't swarm my Pikmin, I just kind of put them on there, but I guess that's alright. I still got quite a few on there. Alpha's done moving. He's going to grab these Pikmin. I don't grab all of them because there are a couple that are off screen, or barely on screen, and then I take all of his Pikmin back over to that top area where we got the strawberry a couple minutes ago. And yeah, the rest of this stage was very stressful for me, because very obviously we didn't have everything, and that was kind of scary. And this was, I think, my 3rd attempt. I didn't show my other attempts because it's not very interesting. Let's be honest here. Just watching me fail at mission mode is not something you want to do, especially not. I'd run out of commentary. Let's be honest here. And my commentary isn't even that great to begin with, so. You guys just don't want to see my failed attempts. When we do, I show failed attempts later when they become actually relevant, but not now. That's for a time later. We have about a minute left on the clock, and we're super close to platinum, but we do have a couple of Pikmin left. Not Pikmin. A couple of nuggets left. Like we have 5 on this pile here that we very much need to get. Otherwise, we'll be screwed. And this is my favorite part, I have to be honest. I run through the water without a care in the world because those Pikmin's lives obviously don't matter. They'll return once we try the mission again. They survived anyway. It's all good. So yeah, those final nuggets are basically all that we have left of this stage. And I derp here. For some reason I was looking at the gamepad or doing something. I wasn't paying attention. But these 3 wings with the nuggets with about 20 seconds to spare are the last things that we need in this mission mode. Sorry, 14 seconds to spare, not 20. Jeez. Mission complete. We did it. That is a very large score compared to the other ones, because we have so many fruit to get. Yeah, new record. That crappy score was actually my new record, and I actually haven't played this score. Yeah, wow. I must have been terrible before. And I haven't played this since, so that is currently my new record. I'm a little bit past the bell curve. Previously, I was kind of on the tail end of the bell curve, or the very front, I suppose. Could you guys hear that scratching of my head? I could. You probably couldn't. Regardless, thank you all for watching. My name is Will. You know me on the internet as the Herbivore Waffle. I'll see you guys next time for Twilight Hollow Remix.